Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pick and Roll. This is your NBA Free Pick Show on the Board YouTube channel where we go live every weekday where there are NBA games. We'll be going live for the rest of the week, which will get us to the end of the regular season. And we'll be firing back up next week as well, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday for the NBA play-in games. But a very good slate to work with on today's show. We're hoping to get some great free picks out. 2 official picks are lined up for you guys very shortly here. We're going to start off the show, as we always do, recapping our previous day. We're going to go into the official picks. And then we're also going to discuss Joel Embiid's 50-burger from yesterday. And also we're going to break down the showdown between the Lakers and Clippers tonight in a game that may decide who is going to be in the playoffs and who is going to be in the play-in tournament. So right off the bat, let's get you into the recap of yesterday's bets. So a 2-in-1 day. This was one that could have definitely been a 3-0 day. It also could have been a 2-in-1 day in a different way. Siakam gets to 22. So actually, we'll have to update our hook counter here. Mihailuk, easiest clear of the year. On the Miami side, Butler gets 18 fourth quarter points to somehow get over this line. He ended with 27, but 18 in the fourth quarter alone. And the one that the chat has been a little bit frustrated about early on is the Draymond Green play. Draymond Green, 5 assists at halftime, just needed one more, did not get it second half. So, Pips, overall, your thoughts on the slate general and how we did with the bets?
So, yeah, I know you watched the Raptors game and not great showing for Pascal Siakam,
No.
but Boucher did great. So they won. You guys won by blowout. Actually, Siakam left the game with 6 minutes left. So, yeah, I think with full minutes, 26, 27 points will be something realistic. They also, some pick and rolls, they blitz him later in the second half. I watched like 15 minutes of that game. Was pretty amazed how great Svi Mihailuk was, especially the playmaking, creating for his teammates.
You're telling me, man.
Yeah, I actually didn't know he had it, like 7 assists in that game. He had like in all this he's done it with some goddamn weak handles. Yeah,
Yes.
it was so weird to watch. Like he'll get like playing as a playmaker, like getting the ball in his own half court and going over, and like those handles are not tight at all. It
No,
was so weird,
absolutely not.
but he did great. Like when he got the ball and he had
Hey, he
the
hits his shots. He hits his
yeah,
threes right now.
he
That's
had
what he's got to do.
the space to shoot. He did great. When they blitzed him or when they were like icing his pick and roll, he made a great pass. Great game overall from Mihailuk. Siakam on the hook on positive side, but I expected a bit more for him in that game.
For sure.
But yeah, I just like Boucher showed up and they didn't need Siakam to do much. Will Barton had when you are winning easy, then Barton is showing up. So
Yeah.
like, they didn't need Siakam to do much.
He got going early, and then I guess, yeah, some systems changed for the Hornets. Siakam wasn't
He
at
also
his
had 2
best.
fouls in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Like I think chance of Siakam getting 2 fouls early into the game, like in the first 6 minutes of the game, is like 50-50. Like if you take a look, he so many times this season he had 2 fouls like in first 6 minutes of the game, but he ends up playing entire second half, so he still gets 36, 38, 40 minutes a night. So
And and the Raptors as well, they play the Celtics tonight. So there was probably a little bit of focus on just taking care of business here and getting guys rested up for the back-to-back big game against the Celtics. So the one people were frustrated with, the Draymond one. Well, actually, if we could briefly, you sent me these screenshots yesterday that I'll show on screen, but Butler in the first 15 minutes of his minutes did not attempt a single field goal. Not even like, let alone he did not even attempt a field goal in this game. But if you see on the side here, his fourth quarter showing just did absolutely everything for this team. So that was kind of insane. And then the Draymond one, I got sent a DM, but I think it was Sean Glenn who was watching the show yesterday. There was a questionable play where Draymond could have been awarded an assist on a tip out from a rebound, which he was not awarded. And then later in the game, DiVincenzo was awarded an assist for a similar play. So kind of unfortunate that those
Also,
reason
Gary
we lose a
Payton,
little bit.
someone said that I didn't watch the entire game. I watched some. Someone said Gary Payton missed a dunk on Draymond assist.
Oh, I didn't see that. Now that would have been that.
Yeah.
It's tough. I mean, you take the bad, like it's bad luck on Draymond, but very good, a little bit of good luck with Butler.
I'm
So
100% sure that I wouldn't bet Draymond Green assist if I knew Klay Thompson was out.
right. So unfortunate, he gets to 5 at halftime, and it just does not get over the line.
It helps Steph Curry scoring, but it doesn't help Draymond Green assist that Klay Thompson was out. So yeah,
for sure. And HTC saying stranger things this season, just like your sweater, but has not been strange things on our record for the season. We're up to 127 and 97 on the year, looking to close out the regular season strong. 14.5 units of profit, 5.6% ROI, and we have 2 official plays for today to hopefully drive the season home, one would say. So let's go into the free picks here, just to double check that we can lock these ones in at the moment here. But we have 2 DraftKings same game parlays here, and we are going to I'm just double checking everybody that we still have these available, loading in. And okay, we are all good. We are all good. First of all, we are going to the Nets at the Pistons, and we're going to be going, or sorry, not the Nets game. We are going to be going, first of all, to the Kings and Mavericks game for, sorry, I have this mixed up in my notes here. We're going to the Kings and Mavericks game. No, we are going to the Nets Pistons game. For Bridges, 25 plus points, and Cam Johnson, 12 plus points, which is minus 110 at DraftKings. Let's put that up on the graphic here. I accidentally put the same text for the graphic on both the plays. So it is Nets Pistons. It is Bridges 25 plus. We're going back to him. And it is Cam Johnson 12 plus. My apologies for my issues as a producer. And secondly, this one is in the Kings and Mavericks game. This one is Kyrie Irving 20 plus points. And it is the Kings on the alternate spread once again for plus 12.5. I think what got me here is that I subconsciously associate Kyrie Irving still with the Nets. So there's my mistake. But those are the 2 plays. Second play again, Kings Mavs, Irving 20 plus, Kings plus 12.5, alternate spread minus 115 at DraftKings. So let's get into these plays here. Pips, first of all, in the Brooklyn game against Detroit, it is Bridges and it is Cam Johnson. What do you like about this one?
This is pretty straightforward because, as we saw last night, when Butler tried to score, he scored effortlessly, easily. Detroit Pistons defense was terrible the entire game. Just they starting Wiseman and Durant together, and safe to say that's not working on defense. But the thing is, Miami offense, one of the worst in the league. I would say out of all top 22, 24 teams in the entire NBA that are not tanking, Miami has by far the worst offense. And you don't need to play good defense to cause them trouble. And thank goodness for them struggling. And then they needed Butler to show up in the fourth. And Butler, you show on the graph that I sent you, that was when he was 21. He still ended up 27. Like in the next minute, he scored like 6 more points. That's unbelievable. Like, yeah. And the way he was scoring mid-range, getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, that's the way Mikhail will play tonight. Similar stuff. And yeah, I think Mikhail, the only thing I didn't go for 27.5 or as a straight bet is because he scored exactly 27 points 6 times this season. So he 10 times between 25 and 27. That's crazy. Just for the season on the season. Yeah, consistency, and also I don't want to get hooked on him because it seems like 27 is his number. So if it was 26.5, I would go for a straight line. But with I think he could probably can find somewhere. I don't know. I know 20 minutes ago he was available 26.5, but maybe not now. But yeah, so that's the first part of the bet, and the second part is Cameron Johnson. They're fighting for their lives. Like, they are trying to avoid going back to the playing spot. They are currently in sixth place, and Miami Heat is one win behind them with 3 games left. So they need to win tonight. And in order to win, they need to play Cameron Johnson, Mikal Bridges, and Dinwiddie huge minutes. And as I said, the Wiseman at the 4 starting with cause so many troubles, and especially if the Nets push the pace, it should be plenty of wide open threes for Cam Johnson. And also, lately he's getting to the line, so he should drive. I think we are safe with him scoring 12 plus points. Last 4 games: 31 against the Rockets, 16 against the Hawks, 18 against the Utah Jazz, and 14 last game against the Wolves. But the Wolves defense is one of the most difficult matchups for Cameron Johnson. He still ended up scoring 14 with huge games for Spencer Dinwiddie and Mikal Bridges. So I'm just adding this into our play. I just hate, or I would say I love the way Pistons are playing defense because we can bet against them.
Yeah.
and Nets are not great lately. They lost a couple of games in a row. Then they have some close one. Almost lost to Utah Jazz without like half the team. Then they lost against the Wolves in a close game against the Rockets. So Pistons at home should be enough to give a fight for 4 quarter minutes for our guys.
Yeah, so there's your first play, Bridges and Johnson on that one. There are no 26.5 still available. I just double checked just in case. But want to remind you guys, we will be doing shows in the playoffs as well. To stay up to date on all the content that we're going to have coming out, please make sure you are, first of all, subscribed to this channel. And also, you can follow us on our Twitter account, the show's Twitter account, or the channel's Twitter account, at the Board HQ. So at the Board HQ on Twitter, we'll keep you guys update on scheduling. So next week, playing games are Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll be doing pick and roll shows for those days for sure. And then into the playoffs as well, we are going to be doing shows probably through the same sort of format for the first 2 rounds. Might switch it up as we go through if lines get a little bit too sharp. We'll see. But me and Pips will have content coming for you guys all throughout the playoffs, regardless of if it's this 10 for both conferences or Wednesday. Friday is the second round of playing games. So we're going to have some great games to bet on and some highly entertaining ones as well. But let's get you guys the second pick as well. Already given out, but let's go through the reasoning behind the pick. And this is in the Kings and Mavericks game. Kings have just locked up the Pacific Division. The Mavericks still alive because the Thunder keep losing. And they're going to need likely a big game from Kyrie Irving here, taking 20 plus. And we're going to take the Kings alternate spread at plus 12.5, minus 115 to DraftKings. So what do you like about this? What do you like about Kyrie? And why do you still like the Kings despite maybe their seeding being locked up here?
I don't like Kyrie. I'll just say that. But he needs to score here. Last 3 games: 23 against the 76ers, 23 against the Miami Heat, 41 against the Hawks, 42 minutes in all 3 games. They just playing playoff minutes. 40. I expect him to play 42 minutes tonight for sure. And especially with Hawks losing, this is their spot. But on the same time, I heard Sacramento Kings coach saying the goal is to win 50 games. Okay. So they are not going to stop winning. They are not going to start to compete. They have 3 games left and they want 2 wins. They want to win these 2 games so they can last game of the season they can rest. And also he mentioned that it's playing tournament and they will have it because of the playing tournament. They will have enough time to rest for the playoffs, so no need to rest now. Okay. And yeah, they are playing the Mavericks, and they are playing the Warriors and the Nuggets. So yeah, they probably want to rest that last game. I don't think Kings in any circumstances should be 6 points underdogs here, especially if since no one is questionable from their team, and the coach said that we want 50 wins for the Kings. I think he thinks that's massive for the franchise, and I couldn't agree more.
It is,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This is their first good season in like 20 years almost, and they don't want to just tank it. They want to get their 50, and I completely respect that. And I didn't expect anything less. And if they want to win, I think this Dallas Mavericks team is like maybe they can pull up a victory in some crazy shot making by Kyrie late into the game. But do I think Dallas Mavericks can defend against the best offense in the history on the NBA? I doubt it. So I just think even if Dallas win, there will be a single digit win because they can defend. So it will be like some crazy off shooting night needed for the Kings to not cover this line, and I think they'll cover this line. Everyone was like Pelicans and Kings. Everyone was on Pelicans. They need to win. Kings don't need to win. They blown them out. Even though Ingram had great game, just Kings offense is amazing, and I think that we have great value with getting this price on plus 12 and a half spread for
Yes.
the Kings. With their and they are better team, like a lot better team than Dallas Mavericks. So I'm just
Yes.
combining this Kyrie. I mean, he's playing 40 minutes. If he can get 20 points in 40 minutes against the Kings, they should probably. I don't know what to say about it, especially with so much focus on Doncic. I think they will some traps on Doncic. Ice pick and roll will be like every pick and roll with Doncic, so that will open up a lot of space for Kyrie scoring and spot some even for some spot up shooting, getting his side to the rim, and yeah, that should be a great game for Kyrie. No one even close to being able to guard Kyrie in this game. Maybe Davion Mitchell is some minutes, but he's playing off the bench and won't play much. And yeah, I just think Kyrie is just tremendous spot for him tonight.
Yeah, so hoping for Kyrie Irving to rise up, and my goodness, to the Dallas Mavericks either, but not too much that the Kings don't cover this spread here. So taking that for minus 115 at DraftKings. Now, couple discussion pieces. First of all, Joel Embiid, and yesterday he put up 52 points against the Boston Celtics in a massive game for both teams. Celtics fighting for that one seed, Philly fighting probably to move up one spot as well. And Embiid, I don't think he could have played much better than this. 20 of 25 from the field for Joel, 13 rebounds, 6 assists. Like I said, 52 points. And in a game the Sixers won by 2, he was a plus 17. Every time he went off, the Celtics made a comeback. Every time he came in, the Sixers went on a run. He was absolutely sensational. So, Pips, you said this is one of the best scoring games you've ever seen. So maybe elaborate more as to what you saw from Joel in this game, and if you think this just ended the MVP race.
First, I think every team that goes single coverage, drop coverage plus single coverage against the Embiid, will get completely destroyed if Joel decides to have a good night. If he is aggressive like he was, and still, I'll say that that this is even like they decided to go with that, and they know that that kind of defense will let Embiid cook them. But that actually was a great way to win the game. Like they won by
They
two.
almost did.
Yeah,
They
they
almost
lost
did.
by two, and they it needed like Embiid to shoot 20 from 25, and some of these shots that Embiid made, not some, I would say like 15 out of these 12, 20 shots were unbelievably difficult shot making. One of the if you I can give you a link just to see from the for the guys
Sure,
that
sure. I'll
yeah
put it in the YouTube chat.
yeah just to see like every field goal attempt from Embiid in that game. And unbelievable. Like I watched it 5 times. Yeah, that's just crazy how what he made. And they started defending him with Grant Williams, single cover in the middle. And they were like help was close, but not close enough to double team him. So they're I think they're what they was trying to do is let's let Embiid shoot free throw mid range and don't let him get to the rim. And they did a great job. Like that was their scheme. They wanted to. That was their tactics, and they managed to do it. Embiid settled for so many mid-range shots, but the thing is, he made almost everyone. And yeah, just unbelievable shot making. Like this is one of, I think it's 85% true shooting night, 52 points on 85% true shooting, one of the best in history. And he didn't do it in a like easy way, like playing Pacers and having smaller guys in front of him and just dunking on everyone. He made it very difficult matchup, and yeah, just unbelievable score.
Yeah, so the link's in chat for anybody who wants to go check that out. I think for voters who are like really on the fence about Embiid and Jokic and MVP picks, like it's not like one game should define like your thoughts on a player, but it doesn't help that the Denver got beat down by the Rockets yesterday. Jokic did not play very well in that game, and Embiid dropped 50 points on one of the best teams in the NBA. So if
Easy win.
you're easy win for the
Win for my
Rockets, of course. If you're like if you're a voter and you're just looking for a reason to vote one way or another, this could be the reason to do that, because it's not like this pushes. It's not like people who weren't going to vote Joel are going to all of a sudden now vote him. But like I said, the people on the fence, like this is definitely telling. I mean, 50 against the Celtics is just like it's special. So shout out to Joel Embiid for a game like that. Another big game we have tonight in the NBA is the Lakers against the Clippers. The Lakers keep winning. They are 7th at 41-38. The Clippers are 6th at 41-38, and they take on each other tonight in what may decide who's 6th and who's 7th. So massive game. Pips, as somebody who's breaking down matchups all the time, what do you expect to see from this game? I believe the Clippers are favored by, when I saw this morning, about 4 points. It's up to 4.5 now.
Yeah.
What do you expect to see from this game?
They are favorites 4.5 points because the Anthony Davis and LeBron James are questionable as they are on back-to-back game. And they said
they're playing
they said, I think Woj or someone said both are uncertain to play. So that maybe even closer to doubtful than questionable, which I don't believe should be true, especially because this is the most important game of the season. If they lose that game, if they lose this game, they are in playing. If they win this game, they have huge chance to, after everything that happened this season, to avoid being a playing team. That will be so massive. And 6th spot is probably the best spot to be because they are going against Sacramento Kings.
Yes.
And I think
I like the Kings, but if you're picking who you want to play, it's the Kings.
Out of top 4, you want to play Kings. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a massive game. I expect LeBron and AD to play. So even though the reports are super questionable, yeah. So
if LeBron cares, if LeBron cares so much, there's no way he's not playing in this game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, especially if it's not an injury, if it's arrest.
Yes.
And the questionable report is arrest, not injury.
Okay.
So yeah. So first off, I'll start with matchup about the Anthony Davis and Zubats. Tyler said that he will give Anthony Davis single coverage against the Ivica Zubats. He said that in press. Like he usually don't want to share the lineups an hour before the game, and then now he shares the defensive scheme against Anthony Davis. That's a bit surprising, and I don't know what to think of it. If
It's a bit
a trap,
suspicious, if you
yeah,
ask me.
yeah, yeah. But I do think Zubats can do a pretty good job against Anthony Davis one-on-one. I think my guy is one of the most underrated players in the league.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. I honestly think that Zubat is a great starting
Oh, he's
center.
a good player, but AD is something else as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I would say if you give him single coverage and Davis scored 30 points, that's a great job
Yeah.
from my side.
Yeah. Yeah.
So last 5 games, Anthony Davis. Last 4 games, Anthony Davis with 30 plus minutes against Zubats, 18 points, 27 points, 25 points, 21 points.
That's good.
Yeah, I think Zubats had
Maybe I think, well, first of all, obviously there's been success there. Maybe it's AD gets a little bit more tired on offense. You have less of his presence defensively because he's working so hard on offense. That could be something he's thinking of as well. Maybe that's just like kind of 4Ding this one, 4D chess on this one. I don't know. That's a thought I have when I hear that.
yeah. Also, but yeah, sometimes if you have a good enough guy that's good enough, and Zubats is good enough, he has size, he can match up one-on-one with the AD, and yeah, okay, you will let Anthony Davis shoot 10 of 20 and score 30 points, and everyone else will just stay in the corner and watch how AD is fighting one-on-one, and we are okay with it. Also, interesting matchup: Kawhi Leonard versus LeBron James. They will be guarding one another, and maybe Vanderbilt probably on Kawhi Leonard, but Kawhi will guard LeBron James for sure. And that's something everyone wants to see. Like every given night, if you can see LeBron against Kawhi Leonard, this unbelievable matchup.
Yeah.
We will have Westbrook coming back playing the Lakers.
Yep. Another good story for this
Let's
game.
see if he can maintain his calmness and not try too hard, not try to do too much, because they don't need him to do too much. They need him to play his game. Yeah, this will be interesting game. I
I'm
think
staying up. So this it'd be obviously much later for you. My work days start at like 7, 8 a.m. usually, and this game's at 10 p.m. for me, so end around 1 a.m. I'm staying up for this game. This is one of the games of the year potentially.
yeah,
This is a play-in game. This is almost like a play-in game. I know like the loser will have like the chance to play, but this is like a play into the playoffs game.
Yeah, for sure. But one of the this is like NBA Finals for me.
For them,
Yeah.
for the Lakers especially, who started the season like 2-10.
This game is, you said 10 at your time. It's 4 in the morning for me.
I know. It's much worse for you. So
I think I'll still watch the game if AD and LeBron are playing.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
As long as they're playing.
Yeah, that's going to be. I just hope we get close game, and if these guys are playing, we should. And also, I hate 4.5 spread to bet, but if it was 5.5, I'll probably go with Lakers because I expect a close game, and I don't think this Cleveland team is better without Paul George. So they have home court advantage, but is it home court advantage?
I wouldn't say it's. It's not an advantage. I'd say it doesn't. It's probably a neutral.
If you have these two teams playing on neutral field arena, I'll go with Lakers right now. Lakers, with everything that happened this season, AD missed so many games. LeBron missed so many games. Poor roster to start the games, and they are tied in the wins against the Clippers, who are now down Paul George. I think the bet, like I will say, even the spread should be -1 maybe. So if these guys are playing, it's I'll bet on Lakers to cover the spread. But if the AD and LeBron are ruled in, this probably spread will go to -1. So this is probably a caution side from the bookies.
Yes. Typically, they like play in the middle of like if LeBron and AD are in versus if they're out. This is like probably the middle of what that should be. This has been bet up towards the Clippers, which is a bit surprising. I actually think this started. Let me actually check what the line history and where this has gone. Actually, good chance to plug one of our sponsors, BetStamp. One of the great features that you can use if you sign up to BetStamp, completely for free to use, by the way, is that you can look at the line history, and this can help with some of your betting. So we can see earlier on we had even fives at one point for the Clippers. I guess that's when some reports are coming out about the injuries. They got bet up, but they've come back down. They've been fluctuating around 4.5 and 4. It seems like actually we're now 4 at Pinnacle, one of the sharpest books. So interesting to see that movement.
If I can find 5, I will bet it just for everyone. If you can find 5, I'll bet
and I think the people who found that one this morning quickly knocked that one back down to 4.5. So keep an eye out, everybody.
Also, I'll just like go through the lineups. D'Angelo Russell and Russell Westbrook. I'll think D'Angelo Russell maybe at this point offers more with his shooting. Next one, Austin Reeves, Eric Gordon. The way Austin Reeves played lately, I need to go with Austin Reeves.
Oh, like by a lot right now.
Yeah,
he's going to line like 10 times a game, man. He's so good right now.
He's insane. But Eric Gordon is actually playing awesome. He's playing amazing for the Clippers. I'll just read the numbers. He's 11 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, while shooting 45% from the 3, 50% from the field. Gordon is, I don't know why anyone didn't took a chance with him earlier, because Eric Gordon, if he's in the role to be like 5th or 4th scoring option, he's unbelievable, and especially running the second unit. I just didn't know why it took so long for any team to get Eric Gordon, because he can defend, he can shoot, he can put the ball in his hand and create. Like great player.
That's the biggest thing. He can handle the ball for this team.
And but still going easily with Reeves. Then you have LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. At this point of their career, I'll go with Kawhi, of course, but it's close. It's close. Then you have Vanderbilt and Batum. I'll say that's neutral. Vanderbilt defense is amazing, but Batum can greatly shoot, so I'll say like that's even. And then you have AD and Zubac, which is unbelievably in favor of AD, like unmatched. And we compare the starting lineups, it's clearly that Lakers have a better starting lineup. And they are actually pretty well, like D'Angelo Russell, Reeves can shoot, LeBron creating and pushing
being
pace,
LeBron,
driving to the lane. Anthony Davis, rim pressure, great defense. Vanderbilt, great defense, great rebounding. So they are finally at the point of the season where their team, like, very well constructed now.
Take a look at this. Since February 9th, the trade deadline, they have the best defense in the NBA in terms of defensive rating. So
I actually expected them to be one of the best defensive team with Anthony Davis and with AD and Vanderbilt together. Like, that's expected for them to be top 5. LeBron, when he gets healthy, he will be better on defense than he is. And I'll say having bodies, Dennis Schroeder is okay defensive player. Rui Hachimura has the body. Troy Brown Jr. underrated. So they have Malik Beasley shooting off the bench. If he gets caught, you play him 30 minutes. If he misses first 3 shots, you play him 10 minutes, and that's it. But he gets caught, he can. But I'll say Clippers have better bench. Norman Powell, Terrence Mann, Robert Covington, Mason Plumlee, Bones Highland. I think maybe when Paul George is healthy and Eric Gordon is also on the bench, that's the best bench in the league. Like that's easily. So it would be
great game on the cards. It's essentially a play-in game. There's obviously a little bit of the net to catch you if you lose this game, but it's pretty much a play-in game. I'm very excited. Hopefully LeBron and AD play. I mean, they're playing, so I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. Let's wrap up the show here, guys. Reminder, we are going to be going live for the rest of the week at normal time until Friday. Regular season ends on Sunday, but we are going to be here for the play-in games Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at the Board HQ to stay up to date with the content. We're also be doing live streams throughout the playoffs. We're going to be doing free picks throughout the playoffs, doing shows, content all throughout the playoffs. So get subscribed to the Board HQ. Make sure you like this stream. Let's recap your picks before we finish off here. So, first of all, Nets Pistons game. We have Bridges 25 plus points and Cam Johnson 12 plus points for minus 110 odds at DraftKings. Second play is in the Kings and Mavericks game. We have Irving, Kyrie 20 plus points, and we have the Kings plus 12.5 on the alternate spread for minus 115 at DraftKings. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another show. You can check out the Call to the Pen HQ YouTube channel, the MLB content division of the Hammerbed Network, for free picks. It's live right now on that YouTube channel. When I end this stream, you'll be automatically redirected over there. Give our boy John Legeza a chance there. He's doing great stuff over there for our MLB betting. So stick it out. See how you like it. I personally am going to check it out and watch it as I do always after the show. But me and Pips, we'll be back here tomorrow. We will see you then.